All right, here we are with Exalted versus World of Darkness, City of the Bull God, Season 1, Episode 13. Today we have
Brendan as the storyteller.
Peter as Sir Rigel Star, the Celestial Censor as Solar Twilight.
Devon as End of Sadness of the Infernal Exalted.
Holden as Layla Church, Infernal Exalted.
And Sam as Rowan, the Lunar Exalted.
All right, gang. So I know that last session had a lot of stuff happen, but not a whole lot. So who wants to give me like the 2-sentence recap?
We killed like 100 Nazis, and then there were more.
Excellent. 2 sentences, just like I asked.
I just whomped the shit out of a Robo-Nazi.
You did just whomp the shit out of a Robo-Nazi, who is still standing.
Also, currently, I'm a Hell Centaur, goat Centaur from Hell, and I think Rigel's riding around on my back.
Yeah, you are a premium mount here.
I'm a store mount.
And I remember that End of Sadness is on the bottom part of the launch pad for the ziggurat with with 90s Mike, as you all have been referring to him as.
Yeah.
Fusing some rockets together.
He had a name. He had the 90s Mike had a name. It was like a space or sci-fi name. His name was like NordVPN or something. All right?
It was not NordVPN. It was definitely ExpressVPN.
No, like it was like shit. I don't remember his name anymore.
It was
Ancestry.com.
.com, like from 30 Rock.
It was Aleph.
Aleph. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, wow.
So, did we have like Tobias or someone around as well that probably was in this, engagement? We didn't forget about him the whole episode.
Who?
One of the
Wait.
mages.
Do you mean that wizard? No, we left him behind.
Okay, did we leave him in the future?
Toby, I think you guys left him in the future.
We left him in the past because he was at the Stargate, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at the Stargate.
And it's like, did you guys forget me? It's like, no, we didn't forget you here in the past, Toby.
Oh man, it's been too long. It was Toby.
I assumed it was to be decided later. Like you hadn't thought of a name, so you're like, his name's Toby.
No. Yeah, his name's actually Tobias.
Good for him. He really pulled one out. He really pulled a real name out of that. No.
So I know where the 3 of you are. Was Rowan on their way up to the top of the ziggurat, or was Rowan still hanging out with the computer monitor?
The last thing that Rowan did was smash a computer monitor into a summoning circle.
Yeah, he spiked.
That's right. Okay.
As a sorcerer, you should probably know better.
Well, here we are, though.
That's right. So Rowan's a sorcerer. It's never come up, but he is.
I think it came up
Once.
twice. I figured it might have come up during the first episode too.
Well, we did do it as well in this Hollow Earth adventure as well, because we put a bunch of Nazis to sleep.
I'm just laughing at myself for being terrible
This
at
will even
committing
die.
to something.
He taught the ground a fucking lesson.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess that we should probably pick back up with this combat that's going to happen. But since the End of Sadness isn't there, how long? I'm trying to think of something for you to do, bud, besides just fuse the rockets together.
Well, honestly, after I finish that, I could start making my way up to the combat.
Yeah,
I'm
come on,
going to
store
have to
Nazis.
eventually.
Okay. I'm going to say that you're probably going to come in on the second round after you and Angel 90s Mike have finished using your powers to do things.
Perfect.
So the 2 of you will come up at that point. So then, after you guys got a little bit of a surprise round in on the head honchos here, it sounds like it's time to hit the button for the real initiative.
I'm hitting the button.
The button. The
now.
button.
The button.
Button,
It's running. It's
button,
going.
button.
And
Button.
yeah, it's done.
All right, let's see. So, wow,
Wow. It's like inverted.
I get to go first.
Yeah, all the
I get
slow
to go-
characters go first and the fast characters go last.
Bees, my god.
So, like I said before, there are 4 guys up here. There's 2 fairly normal looking guys. There's one dude who's kind of like scrunched down and kind of not. I believe I described him as sweaty and gross last week, and then there's also the cyborg. One of the normal guys with like blonde hair in like a Nazi officer's uniform goes running over to the cyborg, and he begins yelling something in German at the cyborg that just got smashed. And he's gonna start casting a spell to try and heal this guy.
Do it. Roll it. Paradox it.
Right?
Are there any mortals around, though? Probably not.
I don't think so at this point.
Depending on, I don't think this guy actually gets paradox since we're in kind of a spirit realm.
I mean, he can if he botches
Yeah. That's true.
or fails, but
What I mean is, I think all of his shit counts as coincidental.
yeah. So he's gonna like kind of run over, and he's basically going to take like the equivalent. Like he's basically like out of like one of his pockets, he's taking out like a blowtorch, and he's going to like basically go to like weld up like the parts that you all just messed up from him. Like just kind of like out of habit of trying to keep it looking normal. But he's essentially acting as this guy's like his repair squad, and he's going to try and roll to heal. He is going to be spending a willpower and a quintessence to lower the difficulty a little bit and to get an auto success.
What an a-hole.
Right? Okay, so he got 4 successes on that. He needs to spend a success to... So he got a success. She needed just to have it go off. He needs to spend... I'm trying to remember mage rolls. He needs to spend another success to use it on someone that isn't him. And then those other 2 success... So basically he heals this guy for 2. I believe that's how it works. And if not, then... It's all make believe anyway. So he is going to take the welding torch and weld parts of this guy's weld parts of the cyborg's armor back together, and effectively heal him 2 of his wounds.
God damn it! I worked hard putting those on there.
Well, it's a very effective use of magic right there.
After 16 is going to be...
Also 60.
Oh!
Also 16.
Wow, okay. Hold on.
That's fine. Okay, so did you heal those 2 damage? Let's see.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, how close are those people together? Are they within essence? Are they within 5 yards?
The robot and the mage are very close together. The other officer and the sweaty guy are off in like opposite sides of the top of here. So like you can hit the other officer or the sweaty guy or the two that are clumped up.
Well, I'll be going for those two then. Let's see. Roll damage. 2 lethal. I guess if they can soak it, they can soak it. So yeah. So Rigel, uses his martial body stance while riding this awesome, centaur, and part of the ceiling collapses and just, impales them with the speed of sound or what have you, and
That's actually pretty cool. Okay. You said 2 lethal coming their way?
yeah.
Let's see.
Soak.
The robot might be able to soak it, but the other guy cannot soak lethal.
So,
Nice.
So he's going to be taking 2 lethal. And then
8 wound penalties, Nazi fuck.
where's your soak? Okay, there we go. I swear I don't have like a million tabs open. Wow! Manages to soak none of it.
Aha. I've double negated what this mage healed in one turn. Healers, how do they work?
Not well in this case. All right. So that was your turn. Next up is I see a 14. I see 2 14s here.
I would have been going.
Oh wait, I see
Sentai form.
end of sadness, but he's not technically in this round. Oh, you are right. It is the Shintai form.
Yeah, that would be in my favor, but I'm
Mhm.
trying not to just grab whichever one is more favorable.
Okay.
Stay consistent.
So
So-
then next at 12, I believe.
Actually, wait a sec.
Oh,
That's wrong.
what's wrong?
My Shintai form gives me +1.
On your initiative.
Oh yeah, you got to
My
redo the
initiative
math.
mod in Shintai form is actually 7. So I'm initiative 9.
It'll get caught in the next roll. The
Yeah.
button.
Yeah, I've actually been going one high. I've actually been one higher initiative than whatever we've been doing this whole time
I don't think it's really.
because I
No.
forgot I had +1 dex.
Well, I actually for this one it does actually make it so that Layla doesn't go on the same round as 2 of the other enemies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for this other Nazi officer who's off in the corner, they're going to spend their turn and clothes are going to rip and they're going to go into their Krynos form.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
As
Oh,
as a werewolf has entered the combat.
Oh, fucky ducks.
For those of us who have never played World of Darkness before, what's the Krynos form?
Oh, so Krynos form is the basically the classic werewolf. The like, oh my god, it's like 9 feet tall and wolfman and is going to rip your heads off.
Oh, basically the war form.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's going to be its turn. Next up would be Layla at 9, technically. Yes. So, your go.
The tactician in me knows that the best thing I can possibly do is make that werewolf dead before it can start throwing attacks. But unfortunately, this is Layla's first werewolf. So, we don't know that. So Layla is going to hesitate for just a moment. Yes, of course they've got Nazi werewolves. Why not? And then she's going to raise both of her arm blades and strike them through the center of the repaired and then unrepaired Robo-Nazi in front of her and try and finish that job off.
Okay.
And I'm burning green sun nimbus flare on it. Now the question here is, how many rounds ago did I activate my excellency?
I believe 3 is what we got through. I believe 3 rounds of combat is what we got through. 3 or 4 is what we got through last time.
And I think I activated it on my last turn, right?
If memory serves, yeah.
Which would mean I've still got 2 rounds of it?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Down to 3 friggin' essence, Jesus Christ. Okie dokes. Alright, I gotta rebuild my calculations because I'm present. Sorry. Okay.
No problem.
Ones do not subtract because that's a key ability. Difficulty. I've got my damn dice count and difficulty fields crossed. There we go. Fix that. There. 6 successes.
And this is lethal damage?
For the blades, green sun nimbus flare is going to be ag.
Okay. He's...
And now, so is he defending?
No, he's not defending. His defense dice are so minuscule that like it's almost not worth it for him to defend.
Okay, so 5 threshold, and sorry, I keep having to jump between tabs. Four plus 2 for the blades. Plus 5. Threshold, so 11 dice. Ones do subtract from this. 6 successes plus 5 ag.
He takes 1 lethal, and then I don't think that he has a way to soak ag. So that would be... I think that one...
Usually
one,
armor soaks ag, but...
Does it? Oh, okay, yeah, if armor lets him soak ag, then... Okay, so then 1 lethal got through on his thing, and then I'll roll his armor. 2 of the aggravated gets through. So he takes 3 damage total.
He's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know that the other way around, that activated are on the right side of the lowest hitbox, and the other ones
You're
get pushed down.
You are correct.
Okay. So with that done, with you like slashing him and like making, I feel like that you just kind of like made like this big gash in his armor that had just been fixed up, and then just like erupted some like green fire into him. Like you can kind of see like there's like this nasty smell of like what little like organic innards are still in there are like clearly being roasted. It's not a pleasant place to be on the backdraft of.
Ooh. Especially if you mix that with hot steel and like burning oil.
Yeah. But he is still standing somehow.
Well, shit.
Next up is going to be everyone at 8, which it's going to be Rowan, and then that's going to be 2 Nazis. So Rowan, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I have to. I think I'm just straight up going to attack the closest person, which hopefully is the werewolf.
The werewolf is kind of off to the side currently. I feel like the closest person, just because Layla and Rigel basically came up and like they were the first people to get attacked, would be the robot and the mage.
Okay, yeah. So no idea. Again, also no idea. Never met a werewolf before, so attacking the robot.
Okay.
Let's go attack a robot. Let's punch it in the face with antlers. That's how you punch things.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think that's more of a headbutt, but yeah.
Yes. Okay.
ramming speed.
Yes. Okay. Adding it. I'm trying to get all of the bonuses straight in my head.
Oh,
And
son of a
that's-
fuck, I forgot I'm wet. Alright.
And that is a glorious 2. Very not good roll.
I mean, that still hits with a threshold of 1.
Okay.
So that's your strength plus damage plus 1, I believe.
Strength plus damage plus 1
Plus
plus the
whatever his
modifier
antlers have.
for.
Antlers. Yeah.
8. Okay, that is also a 2 for the damage roll.
2 for the damage roll. Okay, he's going to try and soak it, but he is currently at his -1, so I got to take 1 die away from him. He manages to soak it with a 3.
Oh!
You get you go in and one of his this big meaty arm on a piston swings forward and you connect, but it just kind of pushes you away before you can start getting into the gooey bits inside of him.
Robots are built tough.
How many punches do you get at the going interior?
So he is going to take that fist that had tried to that had pushed you away, Rowan, and he's going to kind of turn on his side so that you can see the rotating machine gun that is his other arm start to level right with your head.
Ooh.
And as this thing starts turning and getting ready to fire, the fist on the other hand pulls back as the head kind of turns towards Centaur Layla, and with a hydraulic force just shoots out like a rocket fist to strike Layla right in the head.
Ow.
Let me see if he can hit.
Shoot, roll the damage, roll the soak.
He manages to hit with a 2. He is only dealing bashing damage, and I'm sure that you can soak any of that anyway, but the bashing damage that's going to be coming your way is going to be... he's rolling 7 damage. Because he has an insane strength score.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I rolled 5 successes to soak.
Okay, let's see if he can beat 5.
Oh, 7 dice. Okay.
I got 2.
Yeah. So Layla is like just barely. Her head barely turns.
Yeah, it connects, and you just like tank it and stare at the fist, and like I feel like this guy just kind of like, even if he is like a robot there or a cyborg, there's a very like noticeable, like this close up to him, like audible gulp.
Yeah. There's sparks strike as his fist bangs off of the brass plate that's currently over her face.
The other guy, on the other hand, that's off to the side, is going to run towards Rigel with clawed hands, and you can see that as that he's getting closer, it looks like that he's going from a like very small and kind of pudgy figure that's probably like maybe like 5.5 feet max. He is slowly elongating himself and like shifting his mass in very weird and like alien ways, and he's coming in for a claw strike at you.
No. Should have declared the defense, but whatever.
What was that?
Should have declared a defense, but whatever. Let's take it.
Let's see if I can actually hit you for once. Oof. He is coming in to strike you and rolled 5 successes.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear. It is
Time to roll
lethal,
up a
so
new
you
character.
can, it is lethal, so you can still soak it.
I soaked 1. How much damage did I get?
We're about to find out.
So, isn't this werewolf? Don't werewolves have like aggravated claws or something?
No, this is a Fomori.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is one of those things I can coin, and they're pretty great, but they're not werewolves. They can get close to being like a glass cannon kind of deal, but they don't live long.
Okay. On 8 dice, I rolled 2.
Okay, that's my style. So I take 1 damage.
So yes, you take 1 whole damage as this thing is growing to basically be the size of that werewolf that is taking its time and sharpening its claws, essentially.
Oh,
As
no.
this one just kind of like just rapidly grows and slashes at you. You just go, oh. So 1 lethal.
My clothes, my nice clothes. Oh well.
But hey, he brought you into your negative ones. That's a thing.
Yay.
And I think that is the end of initiative.
Button.
Button.
Oh wait.
I already rolled the button. Do
God damn it.
Well,
you want me to roll it again?
No, I'll just round myself up to 9 and redone my initiative.
you have different initiative on the fire in Shintai?
I'm still in the Shintai, but it should be 7 for the mod.
And you got water on, if that matters.
Not for the initiative, but it matters for my attacks.
The water is important.
War.
Okay. So this is going to be fun.
Nazi leader, initiative 3. Nazi werewolf, initiative 17. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So Nazi werewolf is going to look to Rowan and assume that he's some kind of shifter, like he is. Has no idea what they are, but has a vague idea of just how like troublesome that they can be.
Oh shit!
Oh no, you're an off-brand werewolf. Those are bad for werewolves in the old World of Darkness.
Oh boy.
Changing breed, or what do they call those?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they call them. He's going to, from his hip, pull out a like a German longsword and charge at you.
Wait.
Please tell me the German longsword is silvered.
Please tell me it's not. Those things hit like a truck.
What? It's a silver longsword. It doesn't affect Rowan.
No, but it's fucking +7 damage modifier. Will.
Oh, well, he said he had a sword, so it's a sword either way. It doesn't matter if it's made of silver or not.
Well, is it
Grand claves are nasty pieces of work.
It is not a.
I'm
It
not
is not a
talking
grand
about-
glaive. It is.
Okay.
It is a. It is a sword. It's like a one-handed sword.
I
Okay.
just said a German sword. I assumed it's just a sword with silver on it because he's like the anti-werewolf of the SS guy. And it'd do fucking nothing against Rowan. It'd be worthless. It'd make him look like a chump.
When you engage like the create magic bullshit system, everybody keeps focusing on stealing mage shit. Werewolves have the good magic weapons.
Oh my god, I was looking at that shit for like, because you and I get access to it in the Infernal Tree. Jesus H fucking Christ. The goddamn werewolf artifacts are blowing my mind.
Yes,
They're
werewolves
really
get
good.
the actual good shit.
You could do so much fucking damage in a game with just an access to werewolf artifacts.
Just the fang dagger. Just the fucking fang dagger.
I don't know what that does, but I know what the Thor's hammer and the sword that you swing into the ground and makes the ground cry, I think.
It doesn't have a
Does-
great damage mod, but when you hit with it, you do double damage.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Cherry bomb.
So, Rowan, this guy is coming at you with a. Let me just look at his sheet.
Love the paper wrestling.
All right.
He's going to be coming at you with 9 dice.
Look, obviously, I'm going to just leap straight up in the air to avoid him, as deer want to do. But I do have a question. How
Sure thing.
do non-combat actions work in combat?
Just do them in combat.
Okay, as an action.
Yeah.
Like if it's not oh shit, abort to dodge, you have to wait for your turn, then just
Right.
use up an action to do it.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
So, are you going to oh shit abort to dodge, or are you going to see if you can take this?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No,
good call.
I have no soak. I'm going up into the air, and where I land, nobody knows.
Okay.
Tell me, dice, where do I land? Poorly. Poorly is the answer, because I only rolled 2.
He rolled a 4.
Oh boy.
Well, it cuts the damage.
Oh boy. So what's your soak?
I mean, it's just my stamina, so 5.
That's not too
rolling
bad.
Is just 1.
Bugger.
Oh boy. Oh right, I forgot how much strength that Krenos adds.
Look,
A lot. A
Shit.
lot. He's on par with me at this point.
if Rowan dies, I'm becoming a Dragon King.
That's everybody make a new character.
Roll up a new character.
He tragically died the way everyone should, killing Nazis.
There ain't no fucking way any of you guys are gonna die here. That's not happening. If one of you dies, we'll just go back in time and fix it, like we did with that one time that we haven't done yet.
Oh my god, this dice roller is feast or famine for me. How much soak did you get, Rowan?
1.
You take 2 lethal. He rolled
Ow.
3 on 12 dice.
Oh, good lord.
Don't worry, it's a werewolf. He gets 5 more opportunities at the end of the round. If he's decided to take this seriously.
Fucking celerity or something.
Rage.
Rage, and they all have it. They all have that built right the fuck in.
Oh, that's nice.
Right?
They don't
Time to
need to
make
take a
ribbons.
single power to do that. Okay, they do have a limit, and it's probably not 5 unless he's full moon, but
I will let you know that he is full moon, but
dicks.
I think Brendan actually played werewolf.
I did actually play werewolf very badly.
Envious.
But yeah, that is going to be his turn. Extra turns come at the end of the round, right?
Yeah. Yep. After everybody's
He
taken all
is
their
he
actions.
is going to spend one of those power points, or he's going to spend one of the rage points to bring him down from 4 to 5 to take another shot at Rowan at the end of the round,
Oh shit.
or just to take another shot at someone at the end of the round.
Definitely going to start using my willpower. Okay.
Okay, so after him at 17, next up is Rowan at 15.
And he aborted, so
Oh, right.
it's not his turn.
So then next up is the Femori at 15. The Femori is going to try and slash at Layla.
Yeah, hit me.
As
bitch.
that Layla and Rowan are kind of like becoming very obvious targets, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the biggest Neo ones. Fucking magic werewolves.
How the fuck did End of Sadness end up with 11 on both of his forms? On both of their forms?
Right? He's
I
happy.
think I just copied them.
My initiative mod is correct, by the way. That's a correct initiative mod. It doesn't change between my Shinte because I didn't pick a dex booster.
Layla, are you going to just try and take this right to the face? As
Oh,
it's gonna
fuck
come
yes!
in?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not giving up my attacks.
Okay. It's going to hit you. It's going to hit you with a 2 then.
Oh, that's adorable.
It is going to, now that it is fully shifted, it is going to take advantage of its one singular Femori power, which is expansion, which gives it a +4 to its strength.
Yeah, don't Google that. And
Don't Google body expansion. That's don't put that in the Google image search.
In the good place, the judge, the all-knowing being of the universe, goes to Earth to hang out, and the first thing she does is try to buy ethical tomatoes. So she Googles, the first moment she gets to Earth, big, juicy, sun-kissed tomatoes, and got to a sunburn fetish website, and she just goes, I never recovered after that.
It is going to be coming down with 3 lethal at you, Layla.
oh no, I only rolled 5 successes.
Feast or famine with this dice roller. It cannot get through. It cannot get through Layla's carapace hide.
Well, she staggers a little under the impact because it's at least pretty big now.
You must be the Belmont.
Oh, that's good. They wouldn't get that reference, but that's good. Let's see. Next up is 11.
You all might not get that reference, but your grandkids are going to bitch about Captain Marvel over it.
Next up is going to be End of Sadness, coming in through a portal that 90s Mike Aleph has given to you.
Okay, so yeah, End of Sadness will rise up telekinetically from the portal above the combat out of melee range because I'm not a fucking moron. I'm not going to let these assholes put their hands on me. I'll never get the filth out.
But you're bulletproof.
Yeah, for good reason. Also, so what's the situation right now? Like, there's a Nazi werewolf, a Nazi wizard, a Nazi leader, and a Fomori, right?
Yes.
Do I have any situational awareness of this fight so far? Like, am I seeing things that would let me kind of make informed decisions, or is this all like a blank slate for me?
There's a werewolf with a big silver sword trying to chop Rowan's head off.
That's fucking bullshit. All right.
And two giant robo monsters and a non-robo monster dogpiling Layla, although she doesn't seem too chuffed about it.
And then there's a dude in a Nazi uniform with a welding torch.
Layla can take care of herself. She was an outdoor kid, but Rowan needs help.
Rowan does need help.
Rowan needs help. I once went to Rowan's house and he was homeless, so he definitely could use a leg up these days.
Oh my god!
All right, end of sentence. Will I guess Rowan's standing there fighting the Nazi. Who's fighting Rowan? Like which Nazi?
The werewolf. The werewolf is squaring up with Rowan.
All right,
He's
the
got a
evil
big
werewolf.
fuck off silver claymore.
All right, so I'll just rise up behind Rowan so that werewolf can clearly see that End of Sadness is there, dressed up like the big freak that they are. The shoulder cannon will line up a nice shot on their heart, and End of Sadness just look down at them with body language that says that they're beneath them, because you can't really get much more across that way. And just fucking open up a volley directly into their chest cavity. I'm going to spend willpower and essence on this one.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna go for it. Why not?
Unfortunately, werewolves are the one set of guys who can natively soak ag. So
I hope
the gun is not auto win. Sadly,
I hope they choose to do that. That will probably help them.
Oh, it will.
It's only fair. So 6
and for
12.
anyone interested in design shit, that is the reason why Exalts in this game are able to soak ag. It's simply so they don't get automatically outclassed in fights by werewolves.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He is going to hold on to his turn to be able to assault more people on his end of turn rage.
7 successes.
Holy shit! I'm
And
regretting
now
that
I
choice.
rolled. And now I'm going to roll damage. Okay, roll 15 egg. Let's go, fuck boy.
Did you just say you rolled 15 ag?
8 aggravated damage.
Okay, let me see what I can soak on that.
It's a werewolf. They're pretty tough.
Here comes the boy.
He manages to soak 4.
Interesting. Is it going to show up on the sheet?
Yeah. You did how much? You said 7?
8.
8. Okay, so then then he's going to take 4 ag. Oof. Got him into his -2s.
So the good news, though, is they're not so hot at healing ag. So at least that damage is going to stick around.
Yeah, see you next round, asshole. Oh, no, see you next turn. Damn it, I was so close.
Next up is going to be Rigel at 9.
Huzzah.
No, I think it's me at 10.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry. I saw your, for some reason I just saw your name and then it didn't have anything next to the initiative. I was like, oh, I guess Leo doesn't go. No. So you are currently being dogpiled by a robot and a Fomori. Which one do you want to go for first?
So having just been rudely jarred by the Fomori, Layla's going to pivot, hopefully imposing more of herself between both of them and Rigel, and look down at this screwed up, disgusting hell beast. You must be the Belmont. It's like, I don't get that. And she's going to cut him in half from eyebrows to groin.
Okay.
Plus Green Sun Nimbus Flare. Plus
Oh, of
ratio,
course.
plus ratio plus L. Oh, all right. And this, I think, is my last round of outrageous Excellency.
I believe that it is, yes.
Unfortunately, I'm down to... No, I'm not down to anything. I've got a lot of minus zeros. Health levels. So I'm good. What was I thinking? I was in any sort of penalties. I don't know. Ones don't subtract. Are you shitting me?
Did you hit?
4 successes on 14 dice at difficulty 5. Feast or
boy.
famine. Is it defend? It already attacked. It can't defend.
Yeah, it can't defend. It's going to try and soak. I will let you know that one of its other powers that it had in here was Armored Hide, so it does also get to try to soak that ag.
Yeah, that's fine. That is perfectly a-okay.
So I just made my 2 rolls. Because you're doing the same thing you've been doing with lethal attack and then ag, right?
Yeah.
I will let you know it managed to soak 4 for the lethal and 3 for the ag.
Well, the lethal is 8.
Okay, so
And
then it's
the
going
ag,
to
of
take.
course, is 5.
Okay, so then it's going to take 2 ag and 4 lethal. Putting that chump into its -1s. Wow, you guys are just chewing through these guys.
Oh, he's actually got some health, bonus health. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So you said 2 ag and 4 lethal?
Yep.
If I'd realized it was that sturdy, I would have kept focus firing. Oh well. Live and learn.
Okay, so next up is now it's going to be Rigel at 9.
Huzzah. I was thinking that, since we came here with an objective of stopping this rocket, then maybe I should, start figuring out how to stop this rocket and maybe use crafty observation method to, do some investigation here in a reflexive action to just take everything in here. How's that sounding?
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Okay, so I'll spend one of this, and roll my 10 dice. What's the difficulty as perception investigation roll to figure this stuff out?
I think that since that you guys are also in the middle of combat right now, difficulty is going to be a little bit higher than average, so I think it's going to be a 7.
7. Do they have something for perception? Constricted prana. Okay, let's see. That's so I got 6 successes on a difficulty 7 to investigate the scene.
Okay. Wow. So with 6 successes, there's a couple different things. I believe I had mentioned on last session that in the middle of the center of this floor, that there's like these footprints for someone to stand in. That's kind of surrounded by a bunch of like ritual writing and everything like that. So obviously you noticed that before. But upon like really close observation and just kind of taking your time to just kind of observe the way that the enemies are moving, you notice that they are definitely keeping away from that circle and specifically away from the foot, the little foot indentations. Surmising from that, you can kind of guess that this is kind of like the ignition point. It's so hard to like be like, oh my god, I'm just trying to think of a way to explain this.
It's like in Blade 2, where the vampire stands in the middle of the circle just to get dripped on.
Yeah. It kind of is. I didn't realize I was referencing that, but it is kind of like that. The from looking at all of this, you kind of figure that if that someone stands in that spot, something is going to start happening. So long as that you can keep people from standing in that spot, you're going to stop the initial rocket from going off. The other thing is that I feel you wouldn't know that End of Sadness and your angel buddy just went down and messed with the rockets.
Nope, wouldn't.
I would point out that End of Sadness can't keep their fucking mouth shut and probably let the gang know on the way there.
Okay.
Hi guys, I sabotaged the rocket, by the way, and here's finding Nazis.
Like on the way up, not after they coolly levitate out of a hole. But it's like, hey, I'm going to go and sabotage the rocket at some point. We should like do that if we can figure it out. Like, I'm sure this came up.
Okay.
We had a lot. We spent days making femore out of dinosaurs and redirecting a river. The plan came up. We just didn't fucking film it.
Okay. It definitely came up. So, knowing that, you know that if that someone were to step on that right now, since the End of Sadness is here, things are going to go down the moment that someone does that. And
Rocket science. Yep.
You can guess from the way that End of Sadness knows their way around technology that it's probably going to be in your favor if someone steps on that.
Knowing what I know about End of Sadness and comparing it to my thing, I think that it's going to explode. But that's just me, because who wants to sabotage Nazi wanting to go up in space by exploding?
I mean, it's definitely going to explode. I just don't know how quickly that it's going to explode.
Okay. Yeah, End of Sadness was probably pretty clear. This thing's a rocket, which means it's a bomb, which means when they get a chance, they're going to sabotage it so it blows all these Nazi idiots up into pieces instead of into space.
Exactly. So my guess is we shouldn't, let anyone stand on it while we're still on top of this, rocket, because then we will explode as well.
Hey, I'm fine with that. I've got 12 soak. I roll at difficulty 5. But
I have a similar story, but yes. What about you, Rowan?
Just wrap him up in your Shintai cocoon like a little baby bird.
Or I could just become a big baby bird.
We are baby bird. As the owl taught me.
Our damage, my soak.
So the ablative shield of 3 powerful axes might survive.
Oh, you know what? I'll give you something extra for that many successes. When you are scanning the whole battlefield, you do look up because End of Sadness is now floating above everyone and asserting dominance, and in doing so, you see something weird on the sky. It looks like the same writing that's on the bottom, that's on the top of the ziggurat. Almost like they're meant to hit and interlock, and you can kind of see like this part of the sky kind of coming closer and closer to being directly over it.
Neat. I'm thinking, is an eclipse starting or something like that? Is it like some sort of solar configuration that they need to hit at a precise moment?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, guys, we have X amount of turns just to, keep people away from this circle. Yeah, I guess I'd communicate some of what I've figured out. Like, I'll keep them away from the circle. And yeah, I guess let's continue then.
Okay. So next up is going to be...
Just talking was your action?
Well, I don't have anything else here, because my attacks require, essence, and I already spent 1 essence I could spend per turn on my...
Oh shit, you're still essence 1.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh,
Do you want a gun or something? You could have my rocket launcher. You want me to
Do I even have
telekinesis over to
shoot?
you? Wait, no, yes, you do. You have the. Oh, right, you can't spend essence.
No, I have one firearms.
Huh.
Oh, it's fine. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, huh. I guess that's you then. Huh. Do you want a gun?
Yeah, the reason why I took that in martial arts is to be able to do some damage without having to roll anything to hit.
Huh.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Point and click adventure. Use shards on man.
It's a good move.
Yeah. So anyway, who's next?
Next up is going to be that Nazi with the blowtorch. Blowtorch guy is going to look to Layla, who I believe was the last person to attack and damage the robot. And he's going to yell something at you in German. And I don't think that Layla speaks German, so I don't think you can translate it. But he looks very upset that you've hurt this guy. And he's going to pull out a. He's going to pull out a. Those little ball. He's going to pull out, like, it's going to look so dumb. He's going to pull out one of those little things from his pocket that's like one of those, like, 3 balls that, like, or the like 5 balls that, like, hit and then it transfers the energy to the other one.
The
And it,
clicky
like,
clacks.
yeah, the little clicky clacks. He's going to pull out one of those.
Straddle.
So he's going to pull out one of those, and he's going to pull the end ball towards him as high up as he can go, and he's going to just let it go, and then he's going to cast some force magic at you to try and blow you back.
That's okay. I can move 96 yards in a turn.
Oh, no! Okay, but can you fly?
Yes, she can.
Oh no! Well,
Just get in the ziggurat.
he doesn't know that, so he's gonna try and roll to see if he can actually affect you.
Layla, incidental question about Layla Holden. How much does she weigh as a centaur? Is she a chubster?
I mean, just like mostly metal and pavement.
Is it less than 500 pounds?
I'm more to the horse way.
How much does a fucking horse weigh?
All right. I can go with that. Horse.
Now, add on top of that, like, armor made of, like, brass and concrete and marble.
I feel like you're trying to say yes in more words than yes.
She's probably closing. She's
That's fair.
Probably, like, somewhere in the 800-pound neighborhood.
Yeah, 5 successes sounds about right. Okay, that works for me. I can play with that.
Okay, so this guy is gonna get 5 successes on his forces magic.
Fuck you. Fuck a duck.
Yeah, he's gonna use the initial 2 successes to obviously cast, and then to affect someone else that isn't him. And then he's going to use. Basically, he's gonna just push it all into, basically just doing like raw damage at you.
Uh-huh.
Like, instead of like actually like throwing you, it's like just raw kinetic force that's just gonna like crash into you like a truck.
Like a train. Got it.
If I recall from my from looking over the magic chart, I believe that 1 success for magic converts into like 2 lethal.
Yep, that's forces. Maybe even 2 ag, depending on the edition. I don't remember.
I believe it's 2 lethal. So I believe that would be. So he's spending 3 of those 5 successes to turn into lethal.
I rolled 8 to soak.
Holy shit!
Yeah, being wet means I'm rolling a diff 5, which actually doesn't matter. Oh, no, that did add a success. Okay. Would have been 7 otherwise.
He managed to roll 5 like lethal damage, but that does nothing if you just soak it.
So I mean, probably tears up the edges of like Rigel slacks and like musses his hair up.
I feel like
this wave of force just breaks around Layla and maybe pushes her back a foot or so.
Yeah, and like I feel like that like parts of the ziggurat probably like around Layla like just get torn right up and go flying. Maybe one of them like
it's like Akira. It's like just the ground crumbles and she's like standing in an arc of crumbled masonry.
Off in the distance at the bottom of the ziggurat, the one Nazi that got spared gets bonked on the head by a brick of the ziggurat.
Knocks all his teeth out the back of his head. Like somebody threw a fucking stone football at him.
Man, I was so excited for that role too.
There's a reason that I beelined for Verdian Legend Exoskeleton. And this is it.
Is it to be a monster?
Yes.
Okay.
I keep doing my best not to buy it or the Soak difficulty reducer because you own it, but it's so good.
You're so good.
It's so good.
You're so stupid.
Okay, so next up at the last part of initiative is the Nazi robot, who's going to take his other hand that has been spinning up the chain gun and is going to level it with End of Sadness in the air.
Uh-oh.
Do it. I crave death.
Don't worry, they've been training with bullets.
Oh, yeah, End of Sadness's arms are wide open as if inviting the sweet kiss of oblivion.
I don't think that telekinesis is going to catch those very well, but we'll see.
No, but their body will.
Yeah, it's true. They have Power Ranger armor. Just be sparks for days.
2 successes.
To, like, hit me?
Yeah, to, like, hit you.
Oh, okay. I mean, good for them.
Lost 10 damage.
They are rolling 8 damage dice.
All right. How many successes do they got? Because I got 5.
I got 5 as well.
That's what I thought. So End of Sadness just gets shot a lot, and they're just looking down. Again, looking down at whoever's doing it with the most amount of body language showing just, you're a fucking loser. Is this the best that you got?
You just took a World War II machine gun directly to the chest, and you just went, no.
Oh, buddy.
It's an older model.
You know what? Wait, does this Nazi asshole have like speakers and grills all built all over him?
Yeah, let's go with yes.
Okay, from their speaker, I assume they speak English because they're a high-ranking Nazi official in Hitler's war machine during World War II, and that was kind of a skill people had to have. So from their speaker, they're just going to hear End of Sadness' voice because I took the speaker hijack charm, just making fun of them. Just like, wow, that was pathetic. Is that really what you're bringing to this? Are you the leader here? Is that your agent? Just needling nonsense.
Hey, do you have the theme song signature yet?
Not until I transform, and then I will.
Is this the peak human race you have?
But I'm just saying, because we got this bomb going off and we're really kicking ass, and these are Nazis, I'm thinking that the theme song might be Cherry Bomb.
Aren't you already transformed?
No, I'm just using my cast ability to have a Power Ranger suit to give me +2 soak.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm not in Shinte form. I haven't done that yet. And when I go into Shinte form, my soak goes from 7 to 16.
What?
You dumb fucking Nazis. You can't hurt us. One of us isn't even in their final form.
That's what they kill everybody. He activates the explosion and soaks it all.
Revolución segunda etapa. What the fuck? Oh, no.
But yeah,
shit. When we get to 5, you'll have like 3 power-ups.
Oh, I'm so waiting. I'm going to be...
That thing is like, you'll be Frieza.
It's going to be so good. I can't wait to get my super form.
Your super form.
Exactly.
Wow, I feel like that after this I'm gonna have to actually start throwing like exalts at you guys.
Oh god.
But yeah,
I'm crying in the corner.
I'm just gonna tear this guy down and needle him just in the background. It doesn't even cost me anything. I control miles of telecommunication equipment, so I could have every speaker in the valley making fun of these assholes if I really wanted, and I don't care that much.
So that was the end of initiative. If the werewolf hadn't used his rage points, so
shit, Sam, I meant to kill that werewolf and they didn't die. So
It's okay.
my bad.
So I feel like Sam elk leapt directly above the werewolf and like away from the werewolf. So like the werewolf like swung his German sword up, struck Sam a little bit, and then on the downswing is going to come after Layla.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I need to find out about werewolves at some point.
The little raw ones.
I mean, Rowan, if
Lethal
you
ag.
Rowan, do you weigh 500 pounds? Because if you leap up, I could just do a bad animation error and just hold you up there like Rocket Robin Hood, and then you can't fall down to get meleeed.
It's the Capcom versus S. It's where the versus game glitches where Gambit just like flies up off the top of the screen, returns to his home planet, never comes back down.
Yeah, I was thinking Poochie, like the animation style for Rowan just keeps going up and never stops. It's like
Deer are like the bulky ones, but it's probably
man.
around 500 with the war form and stuff like
Oh
that.
man, I made the mistake of trying to drink a soda while you guys were referencing Poochie. Oh.
But
No
no,
way to
Darn,
clear
I'm going Back to the
silences.
Future.
Sam, the only reference I have to deer people is Lugosi from that Vor anime, and he looked pretty trim.
yeah, it's just like deer, but war form, so probably trim.
Yeah, I don't think you're 500 pounds in your war form. Layla's 500 pounds because she has fucking street material built into her character.
She has like several pounds. She has a significant part of like a building ripped out of hell and glowing.
And being a centaur means she's gonna have like massive like pec muscles in the war form, like how a Pegasus or a horse has, or whatever.
Kind of. It's not a horse. It's actually goat.
Yeah.
Mostly. Like they're big ram horns.
I'm just saying, for all like the leg muscles and the galloping and the
The legs are like
stomping.
real fucking shaggy.
Yeah.
Wild animals weigh a lot more than you think they do, though. But it's probably fine.
I feel like if this was a narrative game, you could make the case that you have the slender tag more than Layla could.
Yes.
Probably. So speaking of Layla, so I rolled 8 to hit.
Okay.
So that's going to be
that's unfortunate.
for me or you.
That's +7 damage. That's your damage pool is probably going to be bigger than my sug pool for once.
Just soak all of it.
See, I'm in my -1s already, so that takes away 1.
Beast.
That should take away. No, wait a minute. It should take away 1 dice, not 1 success.
Yeah, one die.
Ah,
I was just talking to myself while I was counting stuff up.
okay.
So I'm rolling 16 dice.
Yeah, that's bigger than my sug pool. This might hurt a little. Of course, I'm soaking at 5. But...
Rolled 11.
Actually, that fucking just blast from the train might have dried. That train blast of kinetic force might have quicked most of the water off me.
Yes, but I'll take that for next time.
Okay, you rolled 11 successes.
I rolled 11 damage successes. Yes,
Lethal or ag? Out of curiosity.
lethal.
Well, that's
Well,
interesting.
Well, even if you take it all, it'd still be at -2 health levels.
I rolled 8 successes.
What the hell? Okay, so that's 3 lethal to you then.
Uh-huh.
All right. One of these days.
Oh, that's my last bruised health level. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
almost out of -0.
I was observing that. You have like no wound penalties yet. You're still doing fine.
Everything's fine. Don't
Yeah,
worry
it's
about
a
it.
big old fucking scrape down my flank. Ow. That stings.
Now to carve up that hindquarters.
And actually,
What's-
that carves a big slash through the brass and masonry on her flank, and there's now some actual blood beating up. And
Yeah, like seeing all of this, the werewolf and the mage in particular are going to look to you guys and just kind of be like, in very broken English, just be like, "What are you?"
I'll tap their speakers and in normal English go, "If you surrender now, we'll let you go to your afterlife when we kill you."
The
I can roll
mage,
charisma for that if you want.
Oh, they're Nazis. They're going to hell anyway.
They don't know that.
I mean, if you want, I'll just let this happen. That was a nice end of the round threat there.
5 successes. If they surrender, we'll simply let them die and go to their afterlife instead of keeping them with the abilities we kind of have to do that.
Contest the willpower roll or something.
No, I'll just throw the offer out there because this is about to
Yeah.
get a lot less quick and a lot less painless.
The one person that I wanted to, the one person who would have potentially failed the roll, which was the mage, actually got it on the willpower roll. The werewolf is in rage mode.
Did you say -1? Werewolf's at -2.
Oh shit, you're right. The werewolf. Oops.
Not that it matters. I am still a very, very long way from.
Werewolf's in mind, but he's in rage, so he doesn't need to roll. It was the mage that was rolling.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
on the attack, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, on the attack. Yeah, that I should have counted the -2. I thought he was in -1s for some reason. Okay. So button.
The button.
The button.
Button. It's going.
Yes,
It's working.
Button.
Button.
How the fuck does my shit form keep getting higher results
I
than my
don't
good
know.
one?
The mysteries of the button.
For
Oh,
listeners
man.
who can't see the spreadsheet we're using, I've got they've got 2 entries for me, like one for my character and one for my character in rock and roll form. So every time the button hits, they both fucking roll, and we're just ignoring my normal result. And it keeps being better.
Every
Despite it has
single
lower
time.
dexterity.
Brutal.
Like significantly better. That's a 6-point difference.
I'm going last. What the balls? Well, last out of arc.
So speaking of y'all's group, y'all basically get to go before they do at all.
Okay.
So Rowan, you're up first.
I'm going to do something weird.
Ooh.
I am in there, hovering in the air, being held aloft by End of Sadness,
As you do.
defying the laws of gravity as an unknowable, strange were creature,
Spitting in
surrounded by
God's eye.
a centaur and everything that's going on. I'm going to look eyes directly with the werewolf and just say, "Hey, dude, this is a dream. Why don't you go attack all of your friends because you know you want to?" And I'm going to use Mirror Sight Dismay to convince them that this is all a dream and they can take out all their pent-up rage on their supposed friends.
Co-workers. That's the magic word here.
Because I'm sure they have rage there.
The werewolf's like, I hate those guys, those fucking Nazis.
It's going to be the best time that you can ever do this. Let's see if this works. Spend a willpower to get
Although
auto
the witnesses
success.
are dead, you can do this, without the repercussions.
I will reserve an action so I can probably defend myself, hopefully. Because
You said this was Mirror Sight Dismay?
Yes.
Okay.
All it does is convince a person that one specific thing is not true, and that is you're awake.
This is so dumb, but it works.
Welcome
Okay,
to
bud.
Losers, folks.
Let
They
me
finally arrived.
let me know if you got successes.
Well, I spent a willpower, so I have at least one success, but let's
Oh.
see if I get any more.
We need to get that Gimian power of you say something that's is false and people believe it or something. Oh no, that's serial.
That's the one where you tell them something and they're convinced you're lying.
Oh yeah, totally right.
That is so fun.
Yeah.
Just one
that's where
success.
that's where they catch you, just like glowing. It's like, holy fuck, you're an anathema? Yeah, of course I am.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
you're right. That's so stupid of me. God, you know.
You're always on
But you
fire.
don't have to be a dick about it, guy. Really, you know.
So there's no opposed roll for this then.
No.
Okay.
Not how it's written.
Okay. I mean that makes sense. It is difficulty 8, which is much higher than average. So, yeah, so you got one success. So that means that for 10 minutes, he believes that he's in a dream.
20 minutes
Oh,
because I have
20. I'm sorry.
the auto success.
So for 20 minutes, this guy believes that he's in a dream and that you said to take out your frustration.
Pure shot in the dark, but it's a werewolf. I've heard legends about werewolf. They've got rage, and there's Nazis around him. He's probably angry at his friends.
No reason not just vent your frustrations, bud.
Yeah.
Okay. I will let you. So everybody. So you basically heard him. Everyone else heard him say that, basically, right? Okay. So then, obviously, like it kind of goes to the point that, like, for now, he is going to be attacking the others. But the moment that one of you guys hits him, okay.
Yeah, but at this point, I just assume that Rowan has mind powers, and we were not informed of this. Not remotely going to guess correctly how they work, but I'm assuming mind powers are play that, or Rowan is just like the Silver Sword has the effect of dropping your IQ. It's one of the two. I'm going to say mind powers.
Okay.
I read about it like, oh, you convince them that something they believe is not true, and then convincing them of something that being untrue or something. So,
It's a little read between the lines, but it is definitely like if what you want to convince them that it is not true is that they're awake, then that means that this would have to be a dream. So I guess he's very good at lucid dreaming. Ironically.
Yeah, he's about to be very, very good at it.
All right. So Rowan, that's your turn. Next up is
End of Sadness.
End of Sadness or Rigel, whoever wants to go first.
Sadness isn't in Shintai, so
oh, you're right. You're right. So it is actually just Rigel.
Oh, okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what to do here? Well, I guess I'll just do my thing of my sidereal battle stance here and make those shards of obsidian just pop up from the ground that they've embedded themselves in and explode like little grenades, dealing some damage to someone. I guess the Fomorai? If he's like alone.
I think they're still clumped up around me. Oh, wait a minute.
Who's alone?
I think that everyone is actually clumped up right near Layla.
Yeah.
So if I explode Layla,
center that maybe a little farther away so the werewolf, who I think is at the back end of me, doesn't get hit.
If you guys want to say that like stuff has been moved around in the cluster, I will totally let you guys say that like you can get the you can get like 3 of the 4, but you have to pick which one.
Actually, they just telekinetically whomped me back, and we said I slid away a few feet. So
yeah.
So the werewolf would be on my ass, which would he's away from the other 2.
Yeah, which would put the other 3 right next to each other because you did just get whomped.
Yeah, that's true. So you hit the mage, the robo, and the Mori.
Yep. That's 2 damage coming to all of them.
Okay, the robo is at a -2. -1.
By the way, wound penalties don't affect your damage or your soak.
Oh, they do not. Okay, did not know
they're
that.
They're rolls, but they're not actions. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All those little exceptions in the rules.
They're responses to actions or consequences of actions.
Robot took 1 lethal. The Femorai soaks it all. And the mage... Oh, wait, the mage can't even soak lethal, so it doesn't even matter. So the mage takes it all.
Mage is starting to get in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
makes it sadness.
Yes.
My go.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So the werewolf is currently attacking people in a dream trance, right?
Is about to be.
Good for him. All right, I'll turn the gun on the mage. Cap the point. You know what? Where's the mage? Where's this wizard?
The wizard is kind of in kind of the same cluster that the robot and the femorai are.
All right, I think prioritizing the mage is important because the mage is weak and easily movable off the board. But End of Sadness will just, I don't know, ask Layla, like in the middle of the fight. Layla, do you want me to prioritize anyone in particular? It's your show here.
Seek your joy.
Fair enough. I'll open up on the Nazi wizard.
Okay.
I got to shoot a Nazi werewolf, now I get to shoot a Nazi wizard, and soon I'll get to shoot a Nazi terrible version of the things I make.
The Nazi wizard is going to abort his next action and try and dodge.
He will try. 9 successes.
Oh boy.
My excellency lasts more than one turn because I have Essence 3.
Ah.
Well, he got 4 successes to dodge, which isn't enough, but I mean, that does take away some of your extra.
So that's 5 over 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
He can't soak it, so just roll your damage.
7 egg. I think.
Sir, how do you eviscerate
Just
this
Fist of the
wizard?
North starred him. Jesus.
As soon as Leia says, find your joy, End of Sadness will center themselves, go to their happy place, and do what they do whenever they were upset in the past, aim a rifle at someone's chest and shoot them so hard they die. And I'm assuming a lot of their insides travel out with the bullet.
They do. A lot of the insides splatter across the steampunkish robot Nazi thing that's here, and as the viscera lands, you can see a singular tear roll down the cyborg's face as that he kind of looks up to you and he just kind of goes in the most broken English, "My boy."
You heard our offer, coward. Accept your punishment. Is Rowan still being held in the air?
I believe so.
I think that's up to you.
Rowan, it's okay if I put you down and position you in a better way to fight these Nazis?
Yeah. He's kind of like flailing around anyway.
All right. End of Sadness will marionette Rowan down, and then
Like
marionette...
a cat that doesn't want to be picked up.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then End of Sadness is going to marionette up the dead Nazi wizard and just have them parade around, ghoulishly. Because I have telekinesis, and why wouldn't I?
This has gotten very dark.
I'm going to point out to you that whenever I social these assholes, they get a -1. I get like a -1 difficulty because I'm their king. I'm the king of creatures of darkness, so I have a charm that makes them recognize that this is a bad thing for them to be dealing with.
That's true. He does.
Like,
They do.
like they recognize that I'm something awful.
Oh.
Some weird edge power gave this thing an authority over you.
Yeah, your boss showed up and they're firing you.
Okay. So
If you want that to recontextualize those 5 successes earlier.
yeah. Also, you did just murder their wizard, so yeah. So next is going to be Layla.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do, Layla? Who do you want to take out?
After the Rowan, I was like, my boy.
Sad.
He tried to make emotions.
Yeah,
Looks sad, asshole.
Layla's hooves scrape out of that divot, that basically crater she's been dug into, and she throws herself out and swings one gleaming or emerald gleaming blade through the cyborg's neck, anchors another hoof, spins herself back around to view him as she passes by. And hopefully, as his body erupts into 2 separate pillars of green flames, as Then join him then.
Okay.
So we're going to try that. Green Sun Nimbus Flare. I'm down to 1 essence. Has this ever happened before in the history of this game?
I don't think so.
No, we've never tapped out. I don't think I've seen anyone tap out in an Exalted game in years.
It's wild, isn't it?
I mean, combat has been going on pretty long, so
Oh, and I'm not wet anymore. Jesus.
no. Phrasing, but no.
You carry a bottle of water with you and just smash it across your face. Like glass bottles.
I usually do.
Yeah, it's been a consistent thing Layla's done before getting into fights, like getting like a
Yeah, she does the
hip
Triple
flask.
H intro. No.
Yeah.
So, do you hit?
Force it to the tune of 4 successes.
Okay. He cannot dodge. I will let you know that. With his negatives, he actually can't dodge.
Goody. Okay, well that's 3 threshold. So that would be. Oh, fuck you. 2 lethal, 5 ag.
You said 2 lethal and 5
On,
ag?
on 11 dice, 2 lethal.
Okay, so
I rolled 5 fucking 2s.
Okay, so
Oh, that's
I'm
rough.
gonna let you know this right now. I already rolled the soak. For the first soak, I got a 0, so he takes 2 lethal,
Jesus.
and then for the last soak, I got 4, so he takes 1 ag, putting him at exactly incapacitated. So, Layla, after this man just lost his boy, how do you send him to the great beyond?
Oh no.
Leaps past with a fucking anime slash. Spins her back around as she lands to view her handiwork. As his head slides a couple inches sideways off of his neck, and then a green volcano erupts from his chest cavity through the hole. And he just burns out on the spot.
He burns out.
Looks like someone set off green thermite inside him, and it's just leaking radioactive flames out of every orifice and crack and seam in his chassis. The head takes off like a fucking rocket.
He's gonna, his head takes off like a rocket, goes spinning upwards, and just, oh, it's rough. Next up, it's gonna be the bad guy's turn, but the 2 bad guys that are left are,
The werewolf goes first. That's delightful.
Oh boy.
So considering that the werewolf believes that he's in a dream, and also considering End of Sadness's king thing that you were telling me about just a second ago, the werewolf is going to look up to End of Sadness, give a toothy grin, and go immediately at the Fomori.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. The Fomori is just like, wait, what? He hits. Let me just. With a grand total of 9 lethal damage from the werewolf, that is soaked down to 5 from the Fomori, but still enough to just kill it. The werewolf basically just gives a loud howl and yells out something to the extent of for the worm and cleaves its sword double-handed into the Fomorai's skull. The thing falls down dead, and it turns to look up reverently at End of Sadness.
And then the music changes because this is battle, part 2 of the battle for this werewolf.
So I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of the combat. You did kind of do a thing that changed one of the main hard combatants to deal with into kind of an ally.
Ooh, guys, quickly, we need to leave the ziggurat. Tell him to stand right on top of those, activation points, so he'll just explode himself. We have like 15 minutes to get out of here.
Let's make it of dodge.
Stand on the pad and await thy reward.
We'll propel you onto Valhalla in pieces.
I mean, he's waiting for End of Sadness's command, but I see that Devin is muted. So,
Oh shit!
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no!
Well, do you want to end this recording for now and go back in part 2 when Devin's back?
I'm literally here.
Ah, there
You
you
were
are.
muted.
I know, I was double muted. Okay, so my chair... Okay, so this headset has a little button with a mute button on it, and then it goes around the arm of my chair, and then it clicked. I was saying, the whole time Peter and Holden were saying, oh yeah, we'll get him to go onto the thing, and it'll set things off, get your reward. Yeah, I know, that's my plan! That's why I was asking, are we done with this fight? Because the answer is so obvious, all of us got it immediately, right? We all are on the same page. So over the speakers, because now you guys can fucking hear me. And the status goes, are we done with this fight, guys? Because I have an end to it.
Yes.
All right, on the status, only need one person to say yes. And the status will have it levitate over the werewolf, and all the dead Nazis will get up around them, and they'll all gesture to this place on the ziggurat where they have to stand. And
Okay.
and then it says going to say the only phrase they know in German from rock albums, and say "Ich will," and hope that means something profound. Mitternacht.
He nods as if it means something profound because I don't actually know German. So
It just means midnight.
okay.
Well, Mitternacht, yeah, the other one, yeah.
I think Ich will means it's a Rammstein song. I don't know what Ich will means.
I don't either.
Want? It means I want midnight. Whatever. There you go.
I want midnight.
Desire for darkness. That's what this fucking werewolf wants, right? So I point to the path to that as their dark leader. I don't care. I'm half
Okay.
in the bag. And it says it's half in the bag. Why wouldn't they be?
So So you guys are gonna run down the ziggurat while the Nazi werewolf goes to stand on the ignition pad.
Well, we're not going to run. In a sense, it's going to gently, cue at the end of All Good Things, float away with the corpses of their dead friends and these other people that are with them as they ascend to their ultimate power and fucking explode like a chump.
Oh no.
Okay. So you guys float away. And then after the appropriate amount of time, the werewolf goes to stand on the ignition pad, being part of the club that knew what was going on. When it stands on it, the rockets start up, and it waits to ascend as that it looks towards the scratches upon the. It looks up at the ritual markings upon the sky, and closing its eyes, it waits to get to heaven, like the leaders promised.
Layla,
Yeah.
meanwhile, lights the fuck out of there.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Speed.
So, guys, we could have invaded heaven right now, but we chose not to.
No, that comes later. Don't you worry, Rigel. That comes later.
Of course, go back in time one more time and stop ourselves and
Wait,
whatever we need to.
do you think we could do that?
I
I could
mean,
fight us. I think we could take us.
like when we level up a little bit and figure out it's time to go invade heaven.
Man, I hope this Nazi blows up. I hope I sabotage those rocket engines right.
You
Fingers
hope.
crossed.
You'd have-
Or God's about to get a new angel.
We're definitely on track to aggro wrinkle the way things are going.
I assume this
Timian's
is-
getting his wings right about now.
I assume this is all in character, by the by. Like, and it's actually like verbally being like, I hope I sabotage that rocket, or else God's about to get a new angel.
Oh.
Oh, don't you worry. I don't believe that they're eligible to become an angel.
I love 90s Mike. High five.
High fives all around. So, as soon as you guys get to the appropriate amount of space away, ziggurat launch engines begin, and then they suck, and then it basically just explodes on the launch pad.
Fuck yeah. Eat that, Elon.
Nobody in this time period understands. Even 90s Mike looks at you confused.
Invest in Bitcoin. You'll understand.
Don't worry, in 30 years you'll hate him as well.
This reminds me of the Astro launch.
Once Rigel is off, Layla's just the armored plates, and frankly the back four legs and hindquarters just fall apart and fall off, and she just wearing her leather jacket, she just steps out of that
Like a crumbling statue almost.
yeah,
So it just kind of statues off.
dusting her legs off, just dusting her pants off. It's really convenient that the big old scratch she put on me didn't come with. I like that.
Yeah, that's good to know.
And then she shades her eyes and watches the ziggurat go to hell.
Well, I've got to admit, that definitely wasn't what I was expecting to happen.
What were you expecting out of curiosity?
Oh, I was absolutely expecting us to take them all out and then to use that rocket ship as a gateway back to heaven for myself.
Oh, you had somewhere to be?
Yeah, I would like to go back to heaven at some point.
Why would you want to go back to heaven?
Well, someone's got to be there, right?
Yeah, but isn't it like a prison where you're told what to do by a guy who doesn't care about you 24/7?
No, he's been missing for a while.
Yeah, absentee landlord. Fucking Jack Nicholson talked about. No, Al Pacino talked about this.
I could just fly you up there if you want, unless you have to be on a rocket.
Things are going to be bad there before much longer. I would advise staying here and investing not in the Bitcoin. Don't listen to them. But,
Okay, not Bitcoin. You sure?
Apple. I stock some Apple.
Teeny
Apple,
beanie
got
babies.
How quickly should I sell the Beanie Babies?
I would hold on till about 2015, and then when 2016 happens, you'll know.
That sounds quite ominous.
You'll know.
Yeah, that's kind of a recurring motif. Sorry.
Fair enough. Yeah,
We're working on it.
I was hoping to use that Ziggurat rocket to get back home, but I guess that I'm here with you guys.
Well, you should have told us that ahead of time.
Yeah, you should have really let us know you needed a lift, and we could have given you a lift. We have a time gate, though. We can go back in time and stop ourselves from doing this and make sure you get on the ride home. We could fight us. That's an achievable goal.
I do have a little time machine that could rewrite one action or something, but...
Do you think the Nazi superweapon had an escape pod for their cowardly leader to break away in the event of an emergency so he could go to heaven and everyone else would be left behind to die? Because we could go back in time, put you in that pod, and launch it.
It does sound like something they would have.
Right? Cobra Commander style, right?
Yes.
Oh, I get this reference.
Ah.
No, you know what? It's fine. I can be stuck here for a while. Heaven can wait.
You're sounding very passive-aggressive about this. Let me tell you, straight up, do you want to go back?
I mean, that was the plan from the beginning, but
Okay,
I mean,
let's
I'm
do
sure
it.
What?
Let's do it.
I mean, we have a
How?
time gate. I'm sure we can set it at the proper time.
Wait. What do you need to get to heaven? Do you need like things, like tools or something? Do you know how to build a thing to get you to heaven? Do you know how to do that on your own? You just need time and resources and maybe a hand.
Nope, absolutely not. I just assumed that they were doing it the right way.
Oh, motherfucker.
If they were Nazis, I'm sure they fucked it up.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
if they were just gonna go to like fucking where Gozer came from, or the things from Beyond came from? You don't want that.
Oh,
The whole point is that they were still here in the future. So
yeah, they
obviously-
definitely fucked up. You're right.
Oh yeah, we came back to kill them. The sun
Yeah,
in
like-
heaven and everything. There's no Nazis there in the future.
Yeah, they were
We're just
stuck-
taking over the whole hollow Earth.
Yeah, they
That's why we
probably-
came back.
My guess is that they failed and then just stayed here and recouped and were like, yes, we're going to conquer dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Could I
that
get-
that rocket was probably a death trap.
could
One way or
I
another.
get
It was definitely
Yeah.
a death trap when we were done with it.
could I get a very quick perception alertness roll from you guys? Difficulty 6. I know you hate to hear it.
I don't have my lizard.
3. God, I didn't buy either of these.
Motherfucker, I bought 2 dice because I knew it'd come up.
Say something.
Yeah, 2
good.
successes.
Okay.
3 whole dice and 2 whole successes. Okay.
I got
Nice.
4.
Okay. So, Rigel notices this first. And it's not something that you guys notice immediately, but Rigel notices about a couple of minutes into the conversation with Aleph that there's no smells coming in, which seems a little weird. And then the three of you with 2 successes notice immediately that there is no ambient background noise, which is very weird for jungly areas. You guys also notice that any wind that was going through is no longer blowing.
Seem a bit quiet to you.
Yes. It's a little odd.
Who does destroy this, realm or something?
we mess up?
Correct me if this is not the case, but I've got a guess here. Storyteller. Then Lila nudges Rigel and points at a leaf that has just fallen off the tree and is not falling. Have I called it? I've
Yeah,
called it.
you've called it. Yeah.
Wrinkle.
So, walking.
Oh fuck!
Yes?
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what this is.
So walking at a slow pace towards the rest of you with very wrinkled skin, a long beak of a nose, and in an ill-fitting suit with fingers that are way too long, like half their body length, comes an old man. And he looks to you all. Well then, this isn't what was supposed to happen.
Hello?
Why are you all mucking about where you're not supposed to?
Free Nazis to kill. Why are you here?
Killing Nazis? Yeah, killing Nazis.
It was free.
That's fair. But you all didn't send your friend home.
Well, we were actually discussing on ways that we might do that. Rowan seems to think he has some notions.
Well, not really. But
I think
think we could figure something out.
I think we just discovered that it wouldn't have been possible because, we wouldn't have gone back in time if the Nazis actually went to heaven. They instead of overpopulating the future, present.
How's that time was self-correcting?
Who knows?
It's not.
Oh.
I have to correct it.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, cool. You're like a janitor? All right, awesome.
times janitor?
Cool.
Something like that. So then,
You don't like eat blokes who go messing about in time like that one episode of Doctor Who before the show went off the rails, did you?
no, I don't participate in those things.
That can't be all bad then.
So, I'm going to need a volunteer to help your friend get home.
Sure.
I'll.
Oh, well, it seems like that we've got someone already.
Wait, what are we
Oh.
volunteering for? And by that question, I mean I volunteer anyway.
Layla's taken like 2 big steps back. Well, that conversation. As soon as that conversation started,
But you can volunteer too, Rowan. I'm not going to take that away from you.
I'm totally volunteering.
Awesome.
Excellent.
All right. Oh, 2 volunteers. Fantastic. So, what I'm going to have the 3 of you do to help this fallen angel get his wings back the way he's supposed to, you're going to build him a new tower that launches right into that thing again.
Yeah, okay. Can't be that hard. I mean, fucking Nazis built that first one, and those guys are idiots.
Oh, I trust you all. You'll have a lot longer to do it. Don't worry.
All right.
that sounded a bit ominous.
And
I have to say.
what are you? Come on. What are you offering up here?
Oh, right, of course. I have to offer something for this.
Yeah, you fucking have to offer something. Help us out, get an angel back to heaven. I don't got a manual for that. Give us something for it to make it easier.
Well, I'll make sure that no more Nazis come in to mess with you.
I was going to make sure no more Nazis were going to come in to mess with us. I had a pretty good plan for that.
Being honest, I kind of like it when the Nazis come in to mess with us. It never ends well for them, and it usually cheers my day right up.
Here's what I need from you, old man. I want you to make sure.
Wrinkle.
Yeah, wrinkly old man. Here's what I need from you.
No, my name.
Your name is
Wrinkle.
Your name is Wrinkle.
Yes.
All right, cool. So, Wrinkle, what I need from you is I want you to make sure that none of the things I made here, like the monster dinosaurs, and none of the Nazis, ever leave the Hollow Earth before I can hunt them down and kill them.
I'm sure I can do that.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah, we're good. That's all I needed.
Okay, then. You 3 will stay here. The other 2, go back to your little time gate. It will only work the once.
Oh, whoa, no, wait, Rowan, you can't stay here then.
Why not?
Because a bunch of time's about to go by that you have to live.
Yes, whoever stays here will be taking the long way back.
Yeah, you're not taking the long way back. You have, like, friends and family and things you care about in the present, right? People who will miss you and shit.
Hang on a moment. I tuned out for a bit. What?
Some of us are taking the long way back, Layla. I always wasn't until you all, but now this old man Wrinkle here is offering other people a pass.
I don't think you are. No.
Yeah, I'm absolutely taking the long way back. Gang, you see all the monsters I made to kill and hunt the Nazis? Those things are going to ruin this place. This place is a paradise. It's an untouched Eden full of, like, natural wonder and life. And I fucking ruined it. So this was the plan when I started making the monsters. I'm going to stay behind and make sure they don't ruin this place further and hunt them all down and any of the Nazis that got out.
Yeah, but we're like 80 years. We're from like 80 years in the bloody future.
Yeah, and I have nothing to lose. You
I
all
mean,
do.
if we're talking about building stuff, I think I can whip something up for a friend and going to the future with the use of some mage artifact isn't that hard.
I mean, sure, but none of you are spending 90 years here.
Right.
None of us are, period.
Well,
I don't quite
am.
see why we can't all work on the problem and then use the time gate when it's done. When the
We've got
problem's
a perfectly operable time gate waiting for us.
Yeah, that only works once.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to go back to the future, and we still have all the Nazis and the dinosaurs to take care of here and clean up. That's not going to take a small amount of time. That's going to take a long amount of time. They're fast and they hide, and this is a huge place.
So why don't we all stay here, work on this thing while some of us hunt down Nazis on the regular, and when we're done, we'll all take the gate forward, and it'll be fine.
You guys want to spend years potentially here? Like, you got nothing.
We cleared out a good 150 of them in an afternoon,
Yeah, but these ones are going to be hiding and running and trying to stay away from us. That's going to make it annoying.
That's going to make it fun.
I mean, spending years in a virtual paradise and going back to 20XX?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to fight y'all on this. I just assumed you'd have lives to live.
I mean, I think you're overlooking something.
Yeah?
Well, first of all, there's Baker's dozen Nazis or double that or whatever now that have run off into this big, steamy, prehistoric jungle, yeah? This big, steamy, prehistoric jungle, which is full of flesh-eating dinosaurs, that's kind of going to be a self-sorting problem.
I mean, sure, but you have to be sure. Like, when we get back to the present, there can't be any Nazis here, and there can't be any demon dinosaurs either. They have to be gone.
Well, the problem is I think there has to be some Nazis when we get back.
No, none of them. Not even a little.
How would we go back in time if there weren't any Nazis for us to...
You know what that is, Rowan?
Well, the old man said time's messy.
You know what that is, Rowan? Not our fucking problem.
Well, apparently it's his problem.
It is, in fact, my problem.
Sucks to be him.
So it's his problem, it's not our problem.
All that I appreciate your candor here, young person. I'm willing to forego some certain problems. They were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Nazis, always where they don't belong.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you all want to stay here with me and take care of business, sure, but I'm not leaving till I make sure I get all of them.
If you all want to take the long way, I'm not going to say no.
I mean, what's stopping us from using the time machine once we're done building the ziggurat?
Once that it uses its next charge, I'm going to disable it forever.
Well, exactly. So we'll stay here, build a machine for our friend to go back to heaven, and then we'll all use this machine to shortcut. So everybody goes there the medium way, I guess.
Yeah, like, instead of taking 80 years for one person, it's maybe 2 years for all of us.
I mean,
yeah,
sure.
There's no dilemma.
Well,
I just
don't know about that.
I just figured you
At
guys
most.
had things you wanted to do.
I think you're forgetting that I am being hunted. And
No, I remembered that. I was going to spend 80 years thinking about that so that when you guys got to the present and I was there, we could immediately dive into killing those people.
So I don't know how well you did at maths in school, but it's 80 years, mate. You're going to be dead by then.
I don't think I will, and I have no logic or reason to back that up. I just it doesn't feel right.
Well, pretty much.
Sorry,
anyone.
I'm going off crazy person logic here, Layla. It just feels like the right thing to do, and it being 80 years doesn't seem like it's a problem for me. I could be wrong. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we get to the present.
Also, there's the small issue that I don't know that any of us knows how to build a space rocket or a ziggurat.
I mean, how hard could it be? A bunch of Nazis did it, Layla. Like, seriously, how hard could it have been?
Given enough time, I could probably do it, but admittedly, the professors.
Good thing
are
I
better
studied
at it.
all the books and I remember everything. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
and,
thing.
And you have industrial crafting charms that will give you
Yeah.
industrial complexes.
Yeah, it's just going to be a matter of time, not if it can be done.
Yeah.
Also, this does bring up a very good question to ask Holden.
Yes.
Do exalts in Exalted versus World of Darkness die of old age or not?
Yeah, after about 3,000 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There it is.
Blooded, yes.
Yeah.
Layla doesn't know that, but yeah, no, they still have the crazy ass lifespans.
Okay, I just wanted to double check on that we weren't just like just yeeting Devin off of this mortal coil.
Just roll those dice.
Well, just
No,
find
so-
don't
so-
worry,
so
there'll
the-
be a time match coming by here soon, and you'll just need to ask him to freeze you for like 70 years. You'll be fine.
Right? I mean, my plan was this. Either Endosaurus would grow so old they'd get the Dragon Kings to like put them into their little cryo chambers if they still have one. Or Endosaurus would kill all of the Fomori and the Nazis here, and then like just like build like a little cave underneath where the Dragon Kings live, and just spend the next 80 years drawing patterns in the sand, meditating, hanging out, having a vacation from the modern world.
It ends up being both of those, actually. They get up to the point where, like, and this is where we plug the life support system into your cloaca. It's like, about that. You know.
Wait a minute.
And that's how I ended up spending the next 72 years in a cave, throwing
Right, it's
rocks
like-
at each other.
Endosaurus like, wait a minute, is that safe for your cloaca? Because again, idiot. This version doesn't have medicine.
Like all of our technology, it's made out of vines and sharp rock crystals.
And anyway, that's how I picked up beatboxing. I'm really good at it.
So,
Yeah, if we
What
want to
Here
Wrinkle
it
is having
is.
an afternoon listening in on all this.
Yeah, if we want to spend downtime here in the Hollow Earth together as a group, yeah, sure. I didn't anticipate that.
yeah, so what I'm hearing is you guys are going to spend downtime in the Hollow Earth making a ziggurat launch pad for 90s Mike.
They can all do what they want. I gotta hunt down those Fomori before they realize that their masters turned on them.
I mean, I'm not, but
So,
Rowan
that
and
case-
Rowan and Rigel seem to be really up on getting 90s Mike home. Layla and me seem to be really up on the carnage. So I think that's the division of labor.
Right.
okay, that's fair. So do we want to just kind of scene swipe through you guys getting 90s Mike home and get to the end of this this session like I had planned
This season.
this season? Is that-
Yeah. How long
okay.
does it take to get 90s Mike home and for us to make sure there are no more guns in the valley? Because End of Status is going to demolish everything, like rip down all evidence that humans were here.
I'm gonna say, given the size of the place and everything, I want to say it's probably like a year or two whole thing with you guys like dividing labor.
I mean, would this be just like Wondercrafting Genius to make a Wonder 5 to just put him in something smaller?
Sure, and then what are you going to do about all the Fomori and the dinosaurs, which takes
Well-
up the most amount of time?
I think that with all of
You
you
have-
guys, I think that with all of you guys working together on that, I think that would actually cut down the time on it because Rigel can just stance up and start like AoEing everything.
Sure.
Rigel has literally got well, okay. First of all, Rowan has literally got accesses to the sensory suite of every predator in here that we can bring down
Yes.
within a matter of days.
Not to mention that I can see all magic areas.
Yeah, so we literally have like a bloodhound to track whatever needs tracking.
Oh, shit. All right.
Layla can move at the speed of a Formula One racer and is functionally indestructible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it taking a year to hunt down anything. I think we could exterminate all life in this place within a year.
Oh, shit. All right. Well,
Doing it selectively is maybe a weekend.
well, like
Maybe a week.
I just assumed like this is a big Hollow Earth, right? So it's a big giant like hole in the center of the planet. Like I know it's not, but like with like waterfalls and floating islands and bullshit and caverns.
Oh yeah,
and
it's enormous.
recesses.
But how much of that
Yeah.
can the Nazis have like spread out?
Guys, we're recreating the Namek saga where we're just flying around and looking for those, little stragglers somewhere, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. No, I literally assumed this would be like, yeah, End of Sadness spends like 30 years hunting all the Fomori and the Nazis down. That's how long it would take. It's like I didn't realize
Might
it was
be for
real
you.
easy.
Yeah, maybe for you, but
Yeah,
a
no.
little circle on it.
I
No, the real
didn't know.
issue is like building a space pod. But then again, like Rigel can summon Earth-moving equipment and entire work crews.
Mm-hmm.
Funnily enough, my familiar, the crocodile, has a specialty in weapons missile guidance systems.
So specific.
It's a really specific specialty for reasons.
Okay.
All right,
So-
cool.
You guys get. It takes some time. There could be an entire adventure about you guys hunting down Nazis and building a small craft for Aleph to go back to heaven and all this other stuff. But we're gonna forego that and kind of scene wipe to you guys finishing up the last Nazi and the last Fomori. Aleph has since gone up in the little craft that Rigel built for him. Complete with proper angelic script on it to have him get basically launched into this this heaven gate that he has at the top of the sky. I don't know why I just forgot the word sky.
The upground.
Yeah, the upground.
Oh my god.
There when it hits, there's like this flash of magic and essence that shows that whatever that Aleph wanted to happen happened. And there is no like shrapnel of like a falling pod or anything like that, or a falling spacecraft.
Yeah, otherwise we have to go back in time, the time where both A-levels arrived and the time where she still had one more charge and fix things. We can do this forever.
You probably just launch that man into the Reichstag bathroom or something.
Well, now that will be funny.
He'll be fine.
So, you guys eventually, after getting your work done and doing your deal, go back to the bunker, activate the chronal gate.
Did we have fun while we were here, though? Like, did we get enough time doing all the bullshit we were doing to get, like, a break?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh sure, Layla did like no work of the Nazi killing. Just tooled around with a fucking guitar the whole time.
All right, good, all right. Because we didn't get a break, and essentially, like, come on, guys, can't we take, like, a
She
5-year
nominated her job to
vacation?
be provide montage music for building.
There it is.
You did most of that to a guitar rendition of the Mike Tyson Punch-Out theme. I'm sorry to tell you.
Dun,
The
dun,
experimental phase.
Dun,
dun, dun.
dun, 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 dun. Is that for
Well,
putting together the putting
As
together
long
the
as we had
pieces.
fun, then.
So, you guys head back to your own time in 20XX. Do you guys want to do anything with the dinosaur? Well, actually, you know what? Coming back out from the time gate, you are greeted with Tobias, who has been working there, and a familiar purple-haired Siderial, or purple-eyed Siderial, who looks bored and is tapping her feet when you all come out. Oh, that took you all long enough.
I guess we should have set the dial back a couple more minutes.
Yeah, I would have appreciated that. It takes forever to get the smell of this place out of my clothes. By the way, nice job in there. I really appreciate the work that you guys have been doing.
Oh, yeah, thank you. And nice to meet you.
We met earlier. I was in the cave.
Not that cave. Points to the time gate.
Fair.
So we didn't cause like a butterfly effect ripple and turn everybody in Manhattan into dinosaur people, did we?
Or did we turn into Ashton Kutcher, the other possible butterfly effect?
Um,
Dinosaur people with the voice acted by Ashton Kutcher.
Ah, gross.
not that I can tell, but I haven't exactly checked out Manhattan yet. So let's hope that it's in a better state than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not much you can
It'd be
do
hard
for
to make
that.
Yeah. We all agree Manhattan's the worst.
The dinosaur people here are fine.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they're nice enough.
So, in the present, when we leave the tech cave, is all the signs of the Nazis being here gone?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So if you ever need any more Nazis killed, please don't hesitate to let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. Me or my boss will let you know.
Excellent.
Hey, you're what now?
Yeah. My boss.
I guess we.
Oh, right.
We have bosses
Right,
now. When did that
She's
happen?
talking about God. That's why we had to help an angel in the past, Layla. She's
Right.
talking about the big JC and the Holy Ghost and the other guy.
Well, they just said
You
he's
see,
gone.
I caught a few more mentions to like him being a fallen angel that I don't think was just like in terms of like Opie tripped off the edge of a cloud.
You know
So
what?
I'm not quite
Did
sure
he help
where it is
Satan
moved.
storm, heaven or something?
I'm telling you, it was the shitter in the Reichstag.
No. Now that you guys are mentioning it, I totally forgot to give you this note from the boss. And she like pulls out a note, and it's written in like very like rough handwriting, and just says, "Hey, make sure I get home." And then it's signed with a very fancy looking M.
I fucking hate time travel.
M?
Wait, so the guy who asked for help is the guy we saved back in the future?
No, back in the past.
I mean, it was the future from her point of view when she sent us there.
Who's
Yes. No, you just got that from the boss for like the whole area. Not the I just realized how confusing that this is. Not the guy who owns this bunker. That would be stupid.
No, Aleph, the 90s Mike, Aleph.
Yeah. No, you got him back to where he needs to be.
And he wrote that note.
One of his people wrote that note. Yes.
Why would he sign with an M?
Malef?
Do you wait? No, you. What do you mean, Aleph? No, I'm talking about Mithras.
Who?
Who's
What?
Mithras?
Again, I know I've
A
said this
vampire?
before. I know I've said this before, but the cat girl?
Wait, no, that's the King of London.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not a king. They don't have kings. They have a queens, but not kings.
I don't know who Mithras is.
Well, he's mentioned by the vampires during the Elysium, and I think one of the other mages was also working for him. Who was working for him again?
Teddy.
Fuck, Rigel, that was 2 years ago. How do you remember that shit?
We were there for 2.5 weeks, you nonce.
You know, that is fair. You guys were in this Hollow Earth for like a year or so.
Well, no, not in this timeline. This timeline has been like 2 weeks.
It's been like 2 weeks. I'm going to be expected to remember my passwords.
Ah.
Yeah, wanted to say thank you for helping Mithras get back to where they're supposed to be.
So was Aleph Mithras?
Yeah, is that like an alternative name for Aleph, like Mithras?
Aleph. Yeah.
We sent him into
actually.
Dracula's shitter. God damn it.
Because like we didn't help anyone called Mithras. That's what we're
Yes.
all getting. I'm sure you've picked up on this because you seem
Y-
bright
yes.
and observant.
Yes, I am picking up on this. So
what
Aleph,
fucking
that-
time travel movie did we just fuck up?
Even though our characters are being like, I just want to note that even though our characters are being complete dipshits, I am impressed by this plot twist out of character. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm enjoying it. We're making a fucking travesty of it at the moment, but I am enjoying it.
I know that I had the whole thing like written out, but she just basically goes, "Oh, of course he's going to call himself something like that." Okay, that would make sense. So how well versed are you all in ancient Hebrew?
Oh, yeah, no. That's a no for me.
Mm,
No.
mm. That's oh boy. So it's not the best way I can describe it is Aleph a couple turns of culture ago used to mean bull. Like back in the early 1900s, I think. Used to be like a phrase used for bull.
So what? It used to be an Aleph market?
Something like that, yeah.
Huh. I keep forgetting End of Sadness has finance as a skill at like 2 as a class skill.
Plenty of uses there.
Right?
How many charms use finance?
One infernal charm that lets you buy anything. It's based on the man who sold the world.
Ah,
Yeah.
the royal charm.
Yeah, right?
So anyway, so we help the bull angel.
Okay, I'm still not seeing the problem here.
Okay, so how familiar are you with Greek mythology?
A little bit better at that.
Golden Fleece, Jason the Argonaut, skeletons.
Mhm.
I am no man hurt me. You know,
I know there's a
key
king.
basics.
I said, Jay, I've
Mithras
seen,
the bull
I've
god?
seen Clash of the Titans a few times on late night access.
Yeah, I know there's the Minoans, which are far in like proto beta Greece.
The ring of Gyges lets you be invisible.
I think that's
Plato's
I-
Republic.
okay. Fair.
Well,
I thought you said the ring of Gygax.
No, Gyges. the word Gygas is where we get giant from. It's like a ring that lets you go invisible. Plato's Republic.
Okay.
The last boss of Earthbound.
Yeah, all of these things.
Right, of course. Now you're talking my language. So,
Mithras was a Roman god of war and cattle and stuff, and it was inspired by Iranian worship of Zoroastrian divinity Mithra and so on and so on. So what about him?
exactly. See, it's like I don't want to say he tricked you, but it's like he's going by the same name.
So
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's not really a revelation. He just had a cute name. Okay.
So all that was missing was just him saying that he goes by many names, and then saying he was Aleph.
He could have just fucking said, "I don't drink wine," and we would have got it.
Now that's a different person, I think.
It's the same fucking thing. He calls himself Alucard. Come on, it's the same goddamn thing.
You call yourself End of Sadness? You've no right to be shitting on someone for a pseudonym.
It's not a pseudonym. It's my actual given name. I don't have any other names.
Who gave you that name?
I did.
That's what they call a pseudonym. No.
That's what you can just do, by the way. You can just call yourself anything, and that's your name. You don't have to wait for like an adult to give you permission.
I feel like we're getting sidetracked.
That's free advice there, kids.
You just call yourself whatever you want, and it's your name. And like if you say your name's something else, no, just burn all your IDs and identities that had the other name on it, and they can't fucking prove anything.
Millie is just going to continue to just look at you all while you guys are having this conversation, and it's going to be like, "Well, it's nice doing business with you guys.
No,
if the
we're
boss
still...
ever needs any more, I'll be in contact." And she's going to like turn around and do that like cool girl like lazy wave like behind her.
She even soaked us. Fuck.
Glad you got it.
Let her go. It's fine. I'm sure it won't come up again. Wait, so if the cowboy is supposed to be prince of this city and king of the vampires, that means he didn't get to heaven, right?
Oh, he absolutely did not get to heaven.
Sucks.
I told you.
He got somewhere else.
The shitter at Castle Dracula.
Where did I send him?
I will let you find that out maybe a little bit later.
Time to replay all those events for the past couple of weeks in my head and figure out where something went wrong, where he sabotaged it.
Okay. Do you guys think that that's a good place to end it there, or?
Oh yeah.
That seems like an organic stopping point.
Season
Okay.
1 wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right. So I guess you want me to start the wrap?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was Devin.
Brendan.
Peter.
Holden.
Sam.
And this was sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.
This game is a collaboration between A Pair of Dice Lost and Sponsored by Nobody podcasts. You can find us at apairofdicelost.podbean.com and sponsoredbynobody.podbean.com. You can find Exalted vs. World of Darkness over at holdenshearer.wordpress.com.